Double dollar sign inside. That's right, Black Malone. We right here chilling, nigga. YouTube, Cool Out Sports, boy.
Good look.
If you, yeah.
Hey, talking about man, like the food sports people.
All right, thanks. Yep.
Alright guys, Fula coming to you with another video. Shout outs to the whole LDBC. If you want to, go ahead and subscribe to the LDBC boxing community, which you can find on just search in Google Lions Den Boxing Community. Go ahead and subscribe to them, or go ahead and download the app so you can stay in touch with what's going on. Now, you know, I was gonna I was going to wait until the smoke cleared for this particular issue. You know, for what it's hitting for, you know, I'm gonna try to be as objective as possible when it comes to this issue. Because, you know, I talked about this franchise championship like earlier in a couple of videos back. You know, we're getting news, however, that, you know, because many people were saying, oh, no, Lomachenko didn't ask for franchise championship. They just made him franchise champion. No. You know, he wanted to be undisputed. He wanted to go for all the belts. He wanted that challenge. But, you know, now we're hearing that Devin Haney has said that, you know, they actually did ask for Lomachenko to become a franchise champion. Now, you know, I don't know like what to believe now. You know, I'm not as far as this particular issue goes, I'm kind of like at a crossroads, like on who to believe. Now, on one instance, you have Lomachenko, who, you know, I think there was like one more belt he needed to get in order to be undisputed, and that was from the winner of the Teofimo Lopez and the Richard Comey fight. You know, now with that being said, though, however, the hanky-panky that the WBC plays, you know, kind of like, I guess you can say, put a halt to that. Because here's the thing, man. Here's the pattern I noticed about the WBC. This is the main pattern I noticed about this organization. Mandos, certain Mandos are not going to be enforced by the WBC. Okay? You have to look at the history of that. For example, when Jamal Charlo was the Mando for Canelo, you know, what they tried to do is they tried to go around it. They said, okay, you know, Jamal Charlo's a Mando for Canelo, their golden goose, right? So instead of like enforcing that mandatory position, they put Jamal Charlo through the eliminator ringer. They said, okay, fight Hugo Centeno, then you can go ahead and fight Canelo. After that, you know, after this, it was okay. Fight Triple G, winner gets Canelo. But then what happened was they didn't enforce that. They said, well, you know, let's just try to let's just try to push a trilogy. You know, let's just try to push the third fight with Triple G and Canelo. Forget about Jamal Charlo fighting to get a shot at Canelo. But then Triple G, you know, I don't know what the problem was. I guess because he was inactive, decided to take his sweet little time and be like, well, you know, I don't want to. I don't want to fight Canelo. I want to have a fight back, like to be reacquainted. You know, that's what happened, right? And so once that happened, you know, the walls were closing in. You know, the walls definitely started to get smaller and smaller because things would have went to purse bid, you know. So then they say, you know what? We're running out of options right now for Canelo. So why don't we just invent a new belt, you know, and just basically they said out with the old, in with the new. Although in with the new is just some kind of like made up, like pretty much, it's pretty much a cop out for, you know, really going against some real smoke, basically, right? Now, here's the thing, man, and I'm gonna be the first one to say this. Here's the thing. If it came to, and I've said this in previous videos as well, if it came to Canelo and Jamal Charlo fighting, on paper, athleticism, power, range, length, basically even aggressiveness favors Jamal Charlo, okay? Definitely favors Jamal Charlo. Experience, judges, promotion, and hometown favorite, being the A side, having it easier, not having to do as much, would definitely favor Canelo. Okay? So I'm not quite sure who would win that fight. I can't say that, oh yeah, he's definitely gonna win. I can't say that, you know? I'll be foolish to say something like that. So, now, we'll never know though, due to the franchise thing that we have going on. So with this being said, okay, the same thing happens with Lomachenko. Alright? Lomachenko has 14 fights. ESPN decided to make his record clean. I don't know if people caught it, but according to ESPN, he's 14-0. But we know Orlando Salido beat him, right? That'll never change. You know, you can't take that L off of his record, no matter how hard you try. Now, as far as he is concerned, the walls were closing in on him as well. Okay? I mean, it was a matter of time before Devin Haney, because Devin Haney, that's the route he took. He took the WBC route. He said, okay, I'm going to take the WBC route to get me a strap. You know, because he knows that belt, unfortunately, as corrupted as it is, it really is a corrupted belt. It's a very prestigious belt. So, Devin Haney, he took the route, and then he got ranked in the WBC, and he's like, okay, I'm next for Lomachenko, right? WBC's thinking, well, he is the Mando, but let's try to work around it. Let's see what we can do, right? So what they did was they put the protection clause on Lomachenko. They franchised him up. Now, when you look at it, I'm just going to be real. Devin Haney has called Lomachenko a lot, right? Lomachenko has answered back with crickets. If I was Lomachenko and he was saying this, I would have to go see that man. But the same energy that Devin Haney is displaying, Lomachenko doesn't seem to have. Okay? So what I'm getting at is that I'm not saying that Devin Haney will watch Lomachenko, but what I'm saying is that if Lomachenko's team asked to make him a franchise champion, that Lomachenko was afraid that Devin Haney may get in that thing and box circles around him and possibly hurt him. That was the fear. And so a safety measure was taken, which franchised Lomachenko. Now Lomachenko can fight who he pleases and still, as I said, enjoy the privileges of being a WBC champion, right? Now, let's go ahead and move to another question about this whole franchise championship. So if Lomachenko asked to be, or Team Lomachenko asked to be franchise champion, right? What happens if other teams ask for their fighter to be franchise champion? Are they still going to get the privilege of becoming franchise champion? What if Jamal Charlo decides, okay, I don't want this belt anymore? I don't want to be regular champion. Can you franchise me? Will they enjoy that? Will they get that? Will Wilder decided, well, why don't I pass this belt down to someone else? Will he enjoy becoming a franchise champion? Will that happen with him? What if any of the other WBC champions decide, okay, well, can you franchise me? Is it going to be the same thing? What if a unified champion? I believe Beterbiev is unified. And he has a WBC strap that he just won from Boston. What if he decides, well, I don't really want to mess with my Mandos right now in the WBC. And I don't want to get stripped. Can I take the lesser evil and get franchised? Are they going to say, okay, okie dokie, no problem? Or is it that certain fighters are given these protective measures? That's my real question, My real question is, are other fighters going to say now, okay, well, I want to be a franchise champion too? That's what I want to know. That's my genuine question about this whole situation. You know what I mean? And so with this being said, you know, if what Devin Haney said is true, and that Lomachenko did not want those issues, or those potential issues, I should say, then it says something about what his team feels about his ability and what he feels about his ability, you know. And I know a lot of his decaf fans are going to say, "Oh, you're hating, and oh, you just don't like him because he's white. Oh, you know, you're just a bigot." And I know I'm going to get those comments on the bottom of this video. But let's say Lomachenko. Let's do it hypothetically now. Let's do it hypothetically, right? Let's say Lomachenko was black. Let's say he did the same thing with the franchise championship, right? Would you guys still have the same energy and be like, "Oh yeah, it's okay for him to do it. You know, this is okay. You know, this is a good move by him." Are you guys gonna have that same energy? Or let's take another scenario. What if Tank became a franchise champion? Are you guys gonna have that same energy? That's just what I want to know. You know what I mean? That's what I want to know. Because I can tell you from being an objective person and trying to be as lucid as possible with this situation, that if like Tank, if Terrence Crawford, or if Errol Spence, or if any of these fighters became franchise championship, that I wouldn't be happy. I would not be happy. I would be like, okay, so you're joining the witness protection as well. You know, I would keep the same energy that I have when it comes to Canelo or Lomachenko. And you best believe that. You know, and that's just what it is. Because I understand boxing, you want your big paydays, you want your big purses. I understand that. But a part of you has to want to see how great your skills are. A part of you has to want to see, okay, is the work I did in the gym, is that work going to, is this work that I did going to pay dividends? There's a part of you that wants to have that, okay? And if there's not a part of you that wants to have that, then I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you then. You know? I really don't know. But anyhow, man, I'm just going to end this video by saying that, you know, if Lomachenko, if what Devin Haney said is true, then, you know, it is what it is with Lomachenko. You know, it just goes to show that, you know, he doesn't think he could win against Devin Haney. That's what that goes to show. Because I noticed that he has different energy for dudes like Teofimo, dudes like Richard Comey. The energy's different. But Devin Haney, energy is not the same. You know? And then his team, or Top Rank, they had the nerve to say he's a good little prospect. Basically insulting him as if he's not a contender. I mean, technically, I understand where the prospect badge is coming from, but if you're ranked and WBC gifted you that belt because of your position, you're obviously not a prospect anymore. So with that being said, man, that's all I got for this video. You know, leave your thoughts and leave your comments. Let me know if you think that, you know, he does. Let me know if you feel that, you know, Lomachenko didn't want that work, and he decided that, you know, you can franchise me up. Let me know what you think. Or do you think that, you know, WBC just decided, okay, we're just going to do it that way? But anyhow, man, that's all I got, man. Leave your thoughts and leave your comments, man. Full of signing out. Enjoy on that.